Well, more checks are coming. So first things first, we got a couple of new stimulus check updates for you guys for today. So definitely watch out for those. And we also have Senator Joe Manchin speaking about his very secretive deal and saying that other lawmakers are taking revenge on him for previous bills that he said no to. Do you think that this is a case of revenge, or is it karma for taking a secret deal? Also, the World Economic Forum wants us to stop eating meat and instead eat food that they're going to grow in a lab. Does this sound appetizing to you? Drop a quick comment, yes or no, down below. For your daily dose of the truth when it comes to the US economy, the stock market, the fourth stimulus package updates, passive income, social security, and everything that's going on in Washington, D.C. that affects your bank accounts, make sure to click the subscribe button. Also hit that notification bell. Always want to thank you guys so much for dropping a like for the videos and get your free home warranty quote. The link is in the description down below. Everything is so much more expensive nowadays, you guys. Never be caught off guard by another very expensive, unplanned home repair again. Get your free home warranty quote. I'll leave a link for you in the description down below. Takes like 15-20 seconds and you'll get yours. Okay, so we're starting with one of our subscribers and an important comment that they left in a previous video. But here's what Onyx Angel 111 had to say. I think everyone should contact their state governor's office and demand state level stimulus check relief. I'm tired of hearing about other states who get stimulus checks here and there. Is there any way to force our state to give the citizens the money that we deserve and so desperately need? I understand the frustration, and I totally agree that every state should give out some form of stimulus checks because they all receive the federal funding from the American Rescue Plan. And there are pockets of Americans who still need assistance today. Although some states are relying on surplus funds or revenue to send direct assistance to citizens, getting in touch with local government officials would help, especially if we can check if there's still funds set aside for financial aid. I did, however, find a few of them, and I do hope that this will help some of you here in our community. So Cook County Board President Tony Preckwinkle of Chicago has just announced the new form of universal basic income, which will give eligible recipients $500 per month for the next 2 years. So it's called the Cook County Promise Guaranteed Income Pilot, and the application process will open on October 6th through October 21st. To be eligible, you would have to be a Cook County resident and have a household income at or below 250% of the federal poverty level. However, participants will be picked via lottery, and a method basically that I think is not really fair. I think it's always best to cover a broad scope of people, but that's just me. So in Virginia, millions of taxpayers may get $250 tax rebates that will go out via check or direct deposit to your bank account by October 10th. So definitely keep an eye on your bank accounts, and the return should be received before the end of the year. But the Virginia tax commissioner is already expecting thousands of phone calls if the money cannot be sent out efficiently. Now we have more stimulus checks as Mountain View City in California will give out 166 randomly selected households $500 checks monthly for the next 2 years. So this trend of having a lottery and giving out $500 monthly for an extended period is certainly becoming more and more popular. Applications for the stimulus check started last September the 16th and it ends September 25th, so time's running out very quickly. To be eligible, your income must be 30% of the area median or less. And I know for a fact that these programs, they're helping a lot of people, and it should be something that the federal government should take a look at, because I think it's the next step for many Americans to actually be able to recover from all of this inflation, record high inflation, mind you. In terms of recovery, Senator Joe Manchin seems to need a little bit of that, as his secret deal is now out in the open, and both Democrats and Republicans are not all that happy about it.
I want to talk about the process that we're in, and the processing. First of all, the text will be out tomorrow. Tomorrow you'll have the text in full. That's a week before I think we'll probably move or do anything on the CR. So there'll be no ifs, ands, in betweens and guessing and assuming and things of that sort. That gives everyone plenty of time. And you know, I thought about this, and then I've watched this whole thing unfold from all different sides. I guess the old saying that politics makes strange bedfellows. I got to be honest with you, I've been around for a long time in state politics and federal politics. I've never seen stranger bedfellows than Bernie Sanders and the extreme liberal left siding up with the Republican leadership in the caucus. I've never seen this happen. So it's come to me, what I'm hearing is it's like a revenge politics. And basically revenge towards one person, me. And I'm thinking, this is not about me. This is about something that Bernie has never supported anything about permitting reforms.
I guess Manchin has a huge target on his back right now. In terms of permitting reforms, the West Virginia senator argues that this is what Americans need at this time, especially with inflation. Funny how the Inflation Reduction Act wasn't enough, right? Anyway, he does make the point that our country needs to be energy independent, something that many think is the right step toward a better economy. Although critics were quick to point out that Senator Joe Manchin only wishes to enrich his donors, which primarily are those who have interest in the energy business. But what do you guys think though? Did Joe Manchin make a mistake when he took this deal? Or is it smart because now lawmakers have to decide on either passing it or possibly crashing the government? Now, in the context of government control, the World Economic Forum, or the billionaires and millionaires that want to control our lives, they've got something new up their sleeve and it's not looking all that good for us. So the same group that wants to put microchips into our children and end car ownership, they now want to end the production of real meat. I'm not kidding here, you guys. Is this why Bill Gates is buying so much farmland? Because the plan seems to be that they want to create meat in labs. They're going to need a lot of space if they want to be able to feed our entire country. So they're trying to push the narrative that beef is bad for the environment and that we should transition to a new era where they'll take samples of actual cows and different animals and they'll use those samples to create synthetic meat. Are you keen on this idea? Would you actually try and eat meat that was grown out of a lab instead of from a farm? What's the real plan behind this? Share your thoughts in the comments down below. Now, is it just me, or does it seem like the vast majority of lawmakers are just completely out of touch with the needs of the American people? I can't be the only one who's thinking this. Now, I've been on both sides of the fence. Money was very tight growing up, and every little bit made a big difference. Those of you who have been lucky enough to receive state-level stimulus checks are thankful, but those stimulus checks, they're not going very far. And if you're on a fixed income relying on SSI, SSDI, Social Security, or even a low-income salary worker, just forget it. Inflation is eating up those wages faster than you can even get the direct deposit. It has gotten to a point that if you're not born wealthy, the only option left is to create additional income sources for you and your family just in order to survive. The average household lives paycheck to paycheck, and help in the form of a stimulus check from the government may show up too late. Increasing your income by picking a part-time job or a side hustle or building some form of passive income, whether that's a dividend-paying stock, creating a small business or online business, may be the only way to survive in this new economy. Just imagine having enough cash left over to easily cover the cost of living, save and invest, and even have money left over to spend some time with your family on a vacation. Be sure to hit the link in the description down below for helpful information on how you can build passive income, creating online businesses, and increasing your income. Make sure to check out the links down below. While you guys are down there, make sure to smash the thumbs up button. Also, if you're new to the channel and you want to keep updated with everything that matters to you regarding our economy and your bank account, make sure to hit the subscribe button, because if you want the truth, you guys know where to find it. I want to thank you guys as always for watching. You guys are all awesome. This is Ron. I wish you all better health, better days to come, and I'll see you on the next one.